Hey everybody, it's Thursday, means it's time for your Thursday Thought. I'll be really quick. I've helped a couple of clients secure some new builds recently, in the process of potentially helping another client get into a new build scenario. And in talking to the builders, I've realized a couple of things. Is that labor has been hard to come by. Sorry, I'm gonna stop shaking my desk because I was shaking my camera. Good skilled labor has been hard to come by, but beyond that, lumber prices have gone up tremendously. And I've heard this several times now, but I finally Googled it, did my good 10 minutes of good old-fashioned 2020 researching, and I wanted to really understand why lumber prices have gone up. And so really it's a combination of three major things and a variety of other smaller things, but ultimately a couple of years ago the U.S. raised import duties on Canadian lumber. So even going back 2 or 3 years, we started to see this increase in lumber. Beyond that, of course, the fires that have been raging in the western states have destroyed some of the forests that were intended for lumber harvesting and shut down a couple of our nation's major mills. Beyond that, COVID-19, the pandemic, has closed down more mills, or at least rendered them to produce less lumber because they weren't able to operate at full capacity. Now, so those are the 3 reasons that lumber has been in short supply. Now, the crazy thing is that actually, starting I think in July of this year, July, August, September, even October, new home starts have actually been on the rise because interest rates are so low and people want to buy homes. And so ultimately, we've had more demand, and we've had 3 very significant factors in decreasing the supply. And so because of that, lumber has gone up. And I want to read you this quick paragraph, this quick sentence. It says, the National Association of Home Builders shows that since mid-April of 2020, lumber prices have risen by 130%. And those increased costs have increased the cost of single-family homes of more than $16,000 on average. So obviously we're seeing that rise in demand, 3 major factors in why supply has been limited, and of course we know that when demand is high and supply is low, it causes prices to skyrocket, and that's what you're seeing when you go to Home Depot and Lowe's. My wife and I just did a little project at our house, and we ended up buying, I don't know what it was, 24 or 30 4x4s, and yeah, it was crazy. I mean, they're like $17, $18, $19 a piece for a pressure-treated 4x4. So definitely, I've experienced it. I know you've all experienced it, and those are some of the factors on why that lumber is going up. So anyway, I hope you found it useful. Thanks for tuning in to this week's Thursday Thought, and we'll see you next week on next week's Thursday Thought. Take care.